I want to talk to my fellow Westbrook fans. Let's talk this through. I'm not fond of some of the things I'm seeing on social media surrounding Westbrook, especially from the Westbrook fans. We shouldn't want anything more for Westbrook than winning a championship. I think that's what he wants, and I think if you're a Westbrook fan, that's what you want. The reason being, he has all the individual accomplishments. He's averaged a triple-double 3 straight years, something that greats like Gary Payton, Jason Kidd, LeBron James thought would never happen. He's done that. He's won scoring titles, he's won assist titles, and usually he's top 5, top 7 in steals. So I don't understand why we would want him to go to some bad team in the East just so he can do what he wants again, like he did in 2017. He was forced into 2017 because Kevin Durant left OKC for the team that beat them. So he was stuck there because of that. And he did the best he could. He won his MVP that season. He was forced into that. Why would we want him to go to Charlotte, New York, Chicago, or Orlando and do that again? Those teams are bad, just like the 2017 team was bad. Oladipo was not Oladipo. Y'all done seen the before and after pictures of that season. What he became after that, he credited to Russell Westbrook, but he was not the Oladipo people are used to now. That team was poor. Half of that team isn't even in the league anymore. They're gone. We want to see him carve more years out of his career doing the same thing, but in the East. We all agreed. When he went through that season, we all said he is just cutting years off of his career, trying to just will this bad team to the playoffs. A lot of fun. The triple-double, broke the record, knocked Denver out, with that big-time 3. All that's cool. But he's done all the individual stuff. We want to win. That's what we want. I don't understand wanting anything different. And his best chance to win, despite I know a lot of OKC Thunder fans can't stand the Houston Rockets, or they can't stand James Harden. Look, I have said, and I have made it abundantly clear, that I am not a fan of the dribble, step back 3 either. It drove me nuts. But my gosh, Harden is an all-time great. He's a lock Hall of Famer. He's elite, one of the greatest scorers we've ever seen. No player wins a championship by themselves. I mean, my gosh, people. You want to go to New York and do what? You want to go to Chicago, do what? Jordan had Pippen. LeBron had Wade. LeBron had Kyrie and Kevin Love. Let me not disrespect Chris Bosh. He had him too. The boy could ball. Winning by who other than Dirk? I'm just sitting here trying to think, what is he gonna do by himself? Look, Russell Westbrook's legacy is solidified with everything that he's accomplished. The only way he can get any better is if he wins a championship. Going to them little garbage teams, don't mean no disrespect to those fans, but right now they're just not good. Going to them doggone teams and averaging a triple-double again does nothing for his legacy. It does nothing. He's not winning a championship on any of those teams. He's not going to the Lakers. They're not going to trade him there. They're not going to give up Robert Covington, Russell Westbrook, and a pick for him to go to the Clippers. It's not going to happen. Who are the Heat going to give the Houston Rockets to make a deal work for Russell Westbrook? Don't worry, I'll wait. No one. He's not going to those teams. The Rockets organization doesn't owe Westbrook anything. It's different with Presti. I mean, Russell Westbrook helped build OKC. They did right by him. The Houston Rockets don't owe Russell Westbrook anything. They're going to trade him where they can get the best assets. They can get the best picks or the best players. The Miami Heat isn't going to trade everyone that makes them good to get Russell Westbrook. That's not going to happen. And this whole 2023 first round pick for the Clippers, look, just stop that garbage. They can't even trade their 2023 pick. I don't even know why that's twirling around in Twitterverse. They can't trade the 2023 pick. But they want some kind of pick, Russell Westbrook and Robert Covington. There is zero chance Raphael Stone does that. It ain't gonna happen. So we want him to go to these bad Eastern Conference teams and do what? Score a lot of points, get a lot of rebounds, lose in the first round. Y'all ain't sick of doing that? Look, I'm not like people outside of Westbrook fan. I believe that Russell Westbrook does want to have time being the floor general outside of just ISO ball. I believe he meant exactly what he said, and people are misunderstanding what he means. Thunder and Westbrook fans, we know. I've been watching Westbrook since he was a rookie. I know back then Westbrook was paramount to those playoff runs. 4 Western Conference Finals and a Finals as the floor general. Kevin Durant was the best player, but make no mistake about who the floor general was on that team. On all those teams. It was one Russell Westbrook. So when he say I want to be a floor general, that's a good thing. He wants that because he's been accomplished for it. This is my ideal situation for Russell Westbrook. You get a motion offense under silence. You add a couple of pieces. In my estimation, you need to be trying to get DeMarcus Cousins if he's healthy. You need to try to get Noel if he wants to come. And you're doing everything you possibly can, if it's possible, to get Serge Ibaka or Jeremy Grant. I got to look at those numbers. I'm not sure yet. But those are moves that you can make to make the team better. Okay? Motion offense, you add some pieces, you got Russell Westbrook and James Harden. That gives you more of an opportunity to win than any of them bad Eastern Conference teams I just said. And the ideal situation is for Russell Westbrook to be a pass-first floor general. He should be averaging 10, 11, 12, 13 assists next season. That's what I think. The boy can pass. Get his rebounds. Even though people think they cheat rebounds, but I think rebounding does actually help teams because he can kickstart the break. We all know he can be a one-man fast break 1-on-4 and still score easily. But get his rebounds, average double-digit assists, and average 23, 24, 20, 25 points. Russ doesn't have to average 32 like he was January, February, and March. He should be averaging around 23, 24, 25 points, averaging double-digit assists, being a pass-first point guard. Because you want to know what? He is too great to not get his 24 and 25. Them easy. He's going to get those. But I don't even have to think about it. He's going to get his 24 and 25, pass-first floor general. Now, that does mean Harden's going to have to play off ball a little bit. It does mean Russell Westbrook's going to have to move and play off ball and cut a little bit more. Which Russell Westbrook, to his credit, was cutting last season, if you go back and watch. Westbrook don't want to completely take the ball out of James Harden's hand. I can't even believe people took it that way. That's just dumb. They'd be stupid if they did that. Harden's still going to have the ball. He's still going to dominate the ball, probably for large portions of the game. But Russell Westbrook does need to be the floor general. Russell Westbrook deferred to Paul George. He did that. Despite people saying he's stubborn and don't want to share. He deferred to Paul George, and that is the reason why Paul George is in the MVP conversation. He deferred. He was the floor general, but he was deferring to Paul George. Paul George got hurt. He had the elbow thing, and then it got to the point to where he just... I watched that Utah Jazz series. Paul George just ran from the ball. Like, literally, he just didn't want it. Okay. But he will defer. Him being the floor general doesn't mean he's not going to defer. James Harden's not what that means. James Harden is still the focal point. But James Harden's got to move off the ball, come off pin downs, come off screen. The boy can shoot. I don't know why he don't do that already. I mean, Steph Curry run all over the doggone place. You tell me James Harden can't do that? Sometimes. He still won't be able to shoot his. I mean, y'all are taking some of the stuff that he's saying. Some of it probably not true. With the whole, he said, you know, complete fabrication. So some of it probably not true. But him saying he won't be a floor general, I don't understand why people are so irate about this. He could do it. Pass first, 24, 25. Get his 8, 9 to 10 rebounds as well. And y'all on y'all way. there's not a better chance in the Eastern Conference for him to win, because they're not going to trade him to Miami, they're not going to trade him to the Clippers, and they're not going to trade him to the Lakers. And so that leaves you what? I mean, who the Bucks going to give up for him? I mean, historically, Russell Westbrook's a 30% three-point shooter. Giannis already can't shoot. That's what I don't understand about Westbrook fans. Some of you are saying he can't shoot, get away from Harden. That's the reason why you should want him around Harden. And I'm not the one to say he can't shoot at all. I think he needs to play his game. And he just got off his most efficient season. And we all know that his shooting in this past season was much poorer than what it usually. He's not that bad of a shooter. In January, February, March, he actually played pretty well before he got hurt. So I don't understand. He can't shoot. He needs to get away from James Harden. That makes no sense. You want him to go to Milwaukee where Giannis already can't shoot? I mean, my goodness. I mean, usually I follow some pretty smart and intelligent Westbrook fans, and I think that you guys are, but some of y'all just, I don't know if it's emotion, which I'm emotional right now, I guess a little bit, but my goodness. His best chance is where he is. And if he's saying it's a complete fabrication, let's wait and see if they can mend this thing, see if they can make it work out, add some pieces, run a motion offense that you haven't seen yet. Saying it doesn't work, you don't even know what the offense looks like, is also egregious. I mean, just wait. Anyway, that's my unfiltered thoughts on the latest on Russell Westbrook and Westbrook fans and some of the things that I've seen in the thought process. Look, you know, I got love for all of you guys. I respect all of you. So if you want to leave a comment, even if you disagree, that's fine. I appreciate you guys so much. Please click like and subscribe. Thanks so much.
Westbrook accelerates and scores! Puts it down! Foul committed by Bradley.
The Rockets' theory is that with Capella gone, that the lane...